is to stand up and talk for my rights. I know what that is. See? And I don't care who the guy is. Because my right is my right.
Welcome to Ask the Lawyer with Brian Figueroa of the law firm of Figueroa and Associates for a free, no obligation legal consultation on issues such as immigration, personal injury, bankruptcy, divorce, family law, estate planning, wills and probate, deed transfers, civil rights, criminal defense, workers' compensation, and taxes, both individual and business. Call us at 855-768-8845. That's 855-768-8845. Or visit us at www.askthelawyer.us. That's www.askthelawyer.us. This is Ask the Lawyer. You have questions, we got the answers.
Good day, good day, good day. My name is Brian Figueroa of Figueroa and Associates, the law firm. This is Ask the Lawyer. You got questions, we got answers. And yes, we do have answers. And please, brothers and sisters, COVID-19 is still around. People are still dying, especially people that are 50 years plus that might have underlying conditions. What are those conditions? Obviously, HIV, heart disease, diabetes, those are the main ones. So, yeah, get your booster. Again, my name is Brian Figueroa of the law firm Figueroa and Associates. Each and every year for the last couple of years, we have lost a lot of people in our community. Those are people who, some of them didn't do no wills, trust, and estate planning. Who is going to get, obviously, a house that you have, an investment property, money in your bank accounts, rights to your properties overseas. So we have many clients, obviously from the Caribbean, Jamaica, Trinidad, St. Lucia, Grenada, Guyana, Haiti, and they have to do, obviously, estate planning for some of the assets that they may hold in other countries. And we could help you with your wills, trust, and estate planning. Single parents, you have to do some planning. Who's going to be the guardian? How are you going to take care of that child if you're not around? That's if you're concerned about it. And most parents are. The other issues that we have to look at as we live in New York City is our education. The only way that we could move up economically is if we educate ourselves. For men, young men, it may be gaining a trade. Carpenters, electricians, painters, plumbers, those are very lucrative six-figure jobs that you could try to get, especially if you're a member of a union. So as parents, we have to try to groom our kids to make choices that could give them that income that could change their lives, their children's life, their grandchildren's life, and build on the legacy that you have started as a parent for your own children. So you want to see generations of your family getting that better education, the correct education, so that you could make the economic goals that you came to America to achieve. Most of us are here so that we could do better, not only obviously for ourselves, but for our children and our grandchildren, and even our great-grandchildren. And that's great because that's what other communities do. So when people talk about the difference in wealth from the white community as opposed to the black or brown communities, what we are comparing is what they have been planning for their own. And sometimes it's not so obvious that planning your economic growth in this country is important. Some people say you could live life like you'll die tomorrow. You run your business as if you will live forever. Who's going to take over your business? So a business is corporate. It could be a C corporation, a S corporation. You take LLC status, limited liability corporation status, so that you could raise capital in various ways. So when we advise businesses that we work with, business owners, whether professional, whether it be the restaurants, whether it be retail business, when we talk to our business clients, that is some of the things that they do, obviously, wills, trust, and estate planning from one generation to another. And how do you protect your wealth? By having limited liability. It's the same thing that affluent communities do. So what is the difference between a white community and a non-white community? Maybe it's our business planning. Maybe it is us not getting the education that we should. They are obviously more economically advanced because they have been in this country for longer. They benefited from slavery, obviously, because black people work for free for white people. They benefited from separatism laws where we were put in the worst situation and we couldn't even buy a home. That was for white folks. But as we, move up in society, so to speak, with different access to capital, and we don't even have as what we should have that access to capital as we should have yet, we need to look at our history as a teacher. So in the upcoming weeks, when we celebrate Juneteenth, which is supposed to be the end of slavery in 1869, but slavery really didn't end until a long time afterwards. That slavery was separatism laws. That slavery was we couldn't get union jobs. That slavery was we couldn't even play in the NBA or the NFL or the baseball league, as opposed to white folks who had those professional jobs, giving them a lot of money. So our history is one where we are still fighting for that quote-unquote equality. So when, we have spoken about New York City schools being a segregated schools, that's sad because Brown versus Board of Ed, we thought that landmark Supreme Court case would have solved problems of segregation for us, but it didn't. It is very important that we understand our history, whether that history begins in the cotton plantations in America or the sugarcane plantations and coffee plantations in the Caribbean. It's a parallel experience. Imagine Haiti contributing 20, 30, 35% of France's GDP. And there are people in France now that say reparations should be paid to Haiti. So we are making movements where some of these issues are concerned, not as quickly as we would like it to be, but nonetheless, we are changing minds. So as a people who have struggled hundreds of years in the Western Hemisphere, as people in the Caribbean, Africa, Latin America, North America, we still experience the hardship of still having to prove that we are smart as or smarter than people who hold jobs that are white. It's an unfortunate fact, and we have to continue that struggle. We have to temper ourselves. So we don't want to stress leads to heart disease. Stress leads to severe diabetes. Stress leads to negative things. And the only way we could battle stress is by being prepared. So whether you have a business, whether you're a professional, whether you're a union or non-union worker, you should plan. And our program here, Ask the Lawyer, is here to facilitate your planning. We always say, give us a call, the number to call, the number to keep, the number to share. And share is a very important word. We have to share knowledge. If you visit our website, you'll gain a lot of knowledge. If you visit our publications website, you'll gain a lot of knowledge. Our publications, Workers' World Today, Yeah, it's for the workers, all of us, regardless of who you are, your color, wherever you came from on this planet. The Immigrants Journal. All of us are immigrants. Native Americans were here first. But we have to take into account new immigrants and even all immigrants. How could we help them get that American dream? Caribbean American Weekly. Well, that speaks for itself. Yeah, I'm a Caribbean man. Ba-ba-ba-bam-ba-bam. So as Caribbean people, we come to the closest wealthy nation, and that's the United States of America, the most wealthy nation in the world. And I always say to my listenership, I came here for my money. They took our money historically, they invested it, America prospered. So I want a part of that prosperity because my ancestors, they gave America the ability to prosper. So when we come to America, don't feel like a stranger. We're following our money. So the white man may not want us here, but what do they expect if they took our money and invested it? We want to reap some of those dividends also, and quite rightly so. And if you read the Bible, God says, be kind to immigrants. So sometimes they talk about the King James Version, the most popular version of the Bible. Sometimes I wonder if white folks read the same Bible that we do. And if they don't, they need to get our version, which is, I believe, the same version. Or maybe they're not as literate as they should be. Their illiteracy is probably understanding God's word. So that's why we say the number to keep, the number to call, the number to share, which is God's word, is 855-768-8845. Again, 855-768-8845. Give us a call. I will listen to what your problem is, and hopefully I will come up with solutions. And if there's no solution, we will be honest with you. Our website, www.askthelawyer.us. Again, www.askthelawyer.us. From that website, you could schedule a consultation, and you could also have links to our paralegal program where we train people to be paralegals. You have access to our chamber website, the New American Chamber of Commerce, the Hispanic American International Chamber of Commerce, and the African American International Chamber of Commerce. You could also have a link to our publication. Again, the number to call, the number to keep, the number to share is 855-768-8845. Again, 855-768-8845. So whether it be wills, trust, and estate planning, matrimonial law, criminal law, civil rights issues, personal injury issues, immigration law, bankruptcy law. We have many attorneys that work with us that specialize in these areas, and we will work diligently to solve your issue. Thank you.
Do you have a legal issue, question, or concern? Turn to Ask the Lawyer. You have questions? We've got answers. For a free consultation or to refer a client, visit www.askthelawyer.us. Again, www.askthelawyer.us. You can also register for our free paralegal program, get legal news, business consults, or other information on educational issues. Yes, Ask the Lawyer. You have questions? We've got answers. For a free consultation or to refer a client, visit www.askthelawyer.us. Again, www.askthelawyer.us.